Okay, we're going to do the end behavior today. We already figured out how to know the leading coefficient, and we need that. And we figured out how to know the degree, and we need that. So I want to find both those things. I'll probably put it in standard form first. This is in standard form. So my leading coefficient is 3, and my degree is 2. Leading coefficient, degree is the highest exponent, and I need to know that. The reason that I need to know that is we're going to have a little flow chart to help us tell what the end behavior is. So if it is an odd exponent, with a positive leading coefficient, an odd exponent with a positive leading coefficient is going to go from negative infinity to infinity. An odd exponent with a negative leading coefficient is going to go from infinity to negative infinity. So what does that mean? If I have something like this is an odd exponent with a positive leading coefficient. So my graph is going to go from negative infinity on the y to positive infinity on the y. I'm going to also show you how to see what the graph looks like. So the way that we see what the graph looks like is by this exponent. That's how many different directions it's going to go in. So right now it's going in one direction like this. It's going to change. Now that's 2 directions. It's going to change again, and now that's 3 directions. So I have 1, 2, 3 directions. So I know it's going from negative infinity to positive infinity because of what I just did. It has a positive leading coefficient and an odd exponent. So I know it goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. I know because of this, it changes direction, or it has 3 different directions. If I have something like negative 3x cubed, this is a negative leading coefficient with an odd exponent. So it's going to go from infinity to negative infinity. Again, it has an exponent of 3, so it's going to go 3 different directions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How exactly it looks is not important. The important thing is how many different directions it goes in. So let's say that I had something like 4x to the 7 plus 9. Positive leading coefficient, odd exponent, goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. It's going to go in 7 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From negative infinity to positive infinity. So that's how we're going to draw them out. Now, that has an even exponent. And a positive leading coefficient. It's going to go from infinity to infinity. So if I have something like this, positive leading coefficient, even exponent, it's going to go from infinity to infinity. Now from what I just said, this tells me it should go in 2 different directions. So it's going to go 1, 2. Even exponent and negative leading coefficient It's going to go from negative infinity to negative infinity. So if I had negative 3x to the 4, negative leading coefficient, even exponent, it's going to go from negative infinity to negative infinity. Has to go in 4 different directions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all we're doing today.